All right, here we go. Today we have Keem Lane, AKA Skinny Keem. Skinny Keem was a ringleader in an international theft ring that allegedly resulted in over $150 million in stolen luxury cars. Despite a major bust that resulted in over 24 arrests, Keem managed to escape with just 1 month in jail and 4 years of probation. Today he joins us. Welcome to Vlad TV.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Well, very interesting story. So you grew up in South Philly.
Yeah. South Philly.
So what was the family like? Both parents at home, single mom?
Yeah, both parents was home until about 1986. So I had both my parents until about 1986. Then I just was with my mom after that and my other siblings. Yep.
And how many kids was it?
It was 4 of us. Yeah.
Okay, single mom, 4 kids. Would you say you guys were struggling or mom was doing okay?
Before 1986, yeah, we wasn't struggling before 1986. 1986, it got hard when we moved to Southwest Philly. From South Philly, it got a little hard, yeah.
Okay, because you got 1 mom, 4 kids. Is the dad still in your life or is he not really around?
No, he wasn't really around. Yeah, he wasn't really around.
Okay, so right around 7 years old or so, you actually started stealing?
Yeah, I started stealing from the corner stores and stuff. Yeah, I started stealing, like, every day I would steal something. I would go to the corner store and steal something.
Okay, like what were you stealing?
Just like cookies, chips, soda, candy, stuff like that.
Okay, but every so often your mom would catch you.
Yeah. One time I got caught stealing and they chased me home and my mom beat my ass. Yeah.
Okay, but that didn't really stop you.
No, they ain't stopped me. They ain't stopped me. It just made me a little bit better.
Well, around this time in Philly, there was a war going on between JBM, aka the Junior Black Mafia, and some of the Jamaican crews, and you actually saw a shootout in front of you.
Yeah. So I used to go to the store for like the neighbors in the neighborhood. And one day I was going to the store. This had to be like, I guess, maybe 1987. I was going to the store for one of my mom's best friends. I was going to get cigarettes because back then, you know, kids can buy cigarettes. So I was going to get the cigarettes and everybody else used to go like swimming and play basketball. I never did that. I always stayed around and I watched The Hustlers and I always was trying to make $1. So I would go to the store for people. So I went to the store for her one day on 60th and Springfield. And when I went in the store, it was kids in there. They was playing on a video game. So I just got my stuff. I didn't get paid yet. I don't get paid till I come back with the stuff. Then I get paid. So I couldn't play the video game or nothing. So I just got the cigarettes and I left the store. And by the time I got like a little ways up, well, as I was walking out the store, 2 dudes was coming in. And as I was like a little bit up the street, they just had a shootout. So me being a kid, I don't know what to really do. So I turn back around and I go back to the store. And when I went to the store, back to the store, it was like blood coming from under the door. Little boy was in there shot. It was a couple people in there shot, but the one that I seen was Marcus Yates, and his like blood was coming from under the door as I was opening the door.
Well, that ended up being a murder, right?
Yeah.
So how does that affect you, a little kid seeing a dead body in front of you?
It didn't really affect me at all because I was still young and I didn't know. If it was one of my friends or something, I probably would have been damaged, but I didn't know who it was. Not to be senseless, but I was a kid. I just didn't know.
Okay, so here you are, you're a kid, you've seen this type of thing just in your own neighborhood. You're hanging out, watching dudes hustle, and then you actually end up dropping out in middle school.
Yeah, dropped out. I dropped out 6th grade, but then I started going back to school, but the only reason why I went back to school was to rap. Like I used to just go to school just to rap. I would go to every lunch, I would rap, and then Chris and Neef had just got signed, so I would see I would see Chris at my school, and we would go back over to Gratz and rap in the lunchroom and all that. So I was just ping-ponging from every school, just rapping at every school.
Okay, but ultimately your rap career never really took off.
No, I started rapping for this group in South Philly called Off the Hook, and I got on one CD and that was it. I just knew I was probably better at hustling in the
Mm.
streets.
Well, in 1996, you're around 16 years old. You saw
Yeah.
another murder at a barbershop.
Yeah, I seen a murder at a barbershop. So my mom had this friend. He was the number man. So I used to be with the number man all the time. And the number man taught me how to, write the numbers. So I used to live with him. And we was on 24th and Lehigh. And the way that his house is, he had big windows in the front. So I wanted to go home. It was Christmas. It was either Christmas or Christmas Eve. And I wanted to go home, but he wouldn't take me home. And I'm glad that he didn't, because if we would have left out that door, we both would have got shot. So before he came back, I heard like all this commotion outside, and then they was coming out the barbershop, and I just seen them shooting out in the street, and the guy got killed in the street, and I still
Okay.
couldn't go home that night because they shot the van up. So they shot the radiator up in the van, so I still didn't make it home that night.
I mean, at this point, you've seen two murders at 16 years old. Did you think maybe I need to just get up out of here at some point? Like I might be the third?
No, I never thought about that because I was rapping. So back then, if you was a rapper or you was a ball player, you was safe in the hood. Like nobody, like you had a pass in the hood if you was either one of them, a rapper or a ball player. So I walk around with like, no fear. I knew everybody. So I never thought about getting hurt.
Well, you're running around and you hook up with the guy that does numbers.
Yeah.
So now you're learning how to run numbers yourself. Did that ever actually build up in terms of a business for you or not really?
No, it didn't build up because somebody came in and murdered him. So that's the third one. Somebody came in and murdered him. One day I wanted to go home. He didn't feel like taking me. We had an argument, and after that argument, he finally took me home. And me, I'm stubborn. So when you do something to me, I don't talk for a while. So days went by and I ain't call him. So I finally was like, I was ready to apologize and I was ready to go back down North Philly. And I called them and I kept calling and nobody answered. Then the last time I called, the detectives answered and they told me that he was in there dead, that they found him dead in there. So the night that I went home, when he went back home, somebody killed him.
So is this the first time that someone you actually knew got killed?
Yeah, yep, yep. That's the first, like, yeah.
So did that affect you?
No, it still didn't. I mean, I was hurt at first, but it still didn't affect me. It didn't affect me.